You've been stuck in the same spot the last 3 years or more, and that is because you haven't taken the calculated risk in order to achieve your dream life. Now, let me explain. Now, when you take no risk, you'll obviously get no reward. You might not know that because you've been in the same spot, but I'll tell you why you need to start taking more risk. But first, we need to understand what risk even are. Risks are very scary. The outcomes when you do take a risk are unknown. You don't know what will happen when you take the risk to actually go after what you want in life because you could either hit or miss. There's really no in between. And there's no guarantees when you do take a risk because, you can't really force it to happen and you can't see into the future. So when you do take a risk, it's kind of like taking a gamble. And it is very scary because there are no guarantees in life. The only guarantee that we do have in life is only death. So when you do take a risk, you are just experiencing life to the fullest. But I'll go ahead and go over why people don't even take risk in the first place. And most of the time, it's because they are afraid of change. They are very comfortable with their current lives, with their current struggles, and they just can't seem to look outside of that and see what's actually possible in life. And they're just so used to the mediocre life that they're living, and they're just complacent with living in mediocrity and not trying to level up their life in any way. And this is mainly because they just don't know the outcome of those risks that they're taking. And the reason they stay with their mediocre lives and they don't take any risk to actually achieve their dreams is because they're used to just working for someone else and having a stable job and a stable career for the rest of their lives because that's the least riskiest move they can take because they love that stability and they love that comfortable life and they love that consistent paycheck. And the reason they do this is because they want a guarantee. But what you need to understand is that there's literally no guarantees in life. And another reason people don't take any risk these days is because they feel like they need someone else to take those risks for them. They don't have the balls to take those risks themselves. They feel like someone needs to hold their hand and walk them through the entire process of life, and that's just not going to happen. That's not how life works. You have to have the courage and the balls in order to take those risks on your own. And of course, they're just going to be used to suffering and living their current life that they're living, and they don't want to try to achieve anything more. And that's pretty much the last reason people don't want to take risk. And the results of not taking any risk is, of course, just living that mediocre lifestyle. Going home, maybe having a outing on the weekends, maybe having 8 to 10 vacations a year. And there's not going to be any change occurring when you take no risk. And when you take no risk in life, you're kind of doing a disservice to God and yourself because no story is being created out of your life. You're just falling into the mix of all the same lives that people are living these days. Everyone seems to live the same life, and that's because no one's taking the risk to actually achieve what they're truly aligned to be. And when you don't take those risks to achieve your dream life, no reward is going to be given to you. Because the universe does not reward the timid. The universe favors the bold, the people that are willing to take action on their life. The universe favors the people who are willing to do whatever it takes in order to reach their dream life. And personally, I'll go over what I think the beauty of risk are. And that is when you do take a risk, you're making a change no matter what. No matter if you win or lose, you're making a change. You're trying your best to actually do your part in creating your dream life, and the universe will only reward you. And even if you do fail, there's no such thing as failures. You'll only learn and grow as a man. And there are a lot of things guaranteed, and that is if you don't take any risk at all, you'll stay in the same exact place. And when you do take a risk, it gives you excitement in your life. It gives you that little spark that you need in order to keep going and keep going at your dreams. And it kind of gets rid of that boring feeling, that feeling of wanting more, because you're trying to at least go after what you truly want. And when you do take these risks, you're kind of just playing the part in the universe of like making it exciting and making it a big play in this grand scheme of things. And when you do take these chances and gambles in life, there is a chance you can win and actually achieve your dream life. And that's a really big part of taking risk, is that you actually have a chance to win. A lot of people are so scared of losing that they forget that they can even win in the first place. And like I was saying earlier, there's literally no chance of change at all if you take no risk. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So let's go over the rewards of taking risk in the first place. Of course, you'll learn new lessons, you'll experience more things in life, you could win more money, you could gain more women, more glory, more freedom, because the universe favors the bold. And the more risk you take, the more your life changes, the more you experience, the more you grow as a person, the more stories you're able to tell your children and grandchildren one day, because they don't want you to tell them the story that you worked a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, that you just were too scared of taking risks. No kid wants to hear that. Because the more you learn, the more you're able to share, and the more valuable you become. And the more valuable you become, the more you grow, the more you escalate as a man, and the more you can live life to the fullest. So you need to take the risk to be alive and to experience life to the fullest, because otherwise you'll just live the same exact life as millions of other people in the world, because 99% of people don't even want to take the risk to experience life to the fullest and actually live the life of their dreams. So I'll kind of go over how I actually took the risk myself about a year ago, and that was actually coming to Thailand. Now, I only had 1,500 USD saved in my bank account, and I knew that would kind of last a little bit in Thailand, but I was kind of dumb when I first got here. I spent it like it was Monopoly money, and I had no income at all. I mean, I had this appointment setting role, but I set like over 100 appointments and got $0, so that was pretty tragic. But I had balls of steel. I just kept pushing through. I knew that if I just stuck with it and kept taking calculated risk, I would be able to achieve my dream life no matter how much time it took. And I just had that inner desire to succeed and achieve my dream life, because I knew that risk equals reward, and that every single time, as long as I believed in myself, I could achieve it, as long as I just kept pushing and kept striving towards my goals and dreams, and nothing could stop me unless I died. So that's pretty much the gist of the video, guys. I pretty much just wanted to go over how if you don't take any risk at all, you're guaranteed to stay the same. So if you do want to take the risk of actually achieving your dream life, if that is traveling the world and making money, remote sales is definitely the best way to do that. That's what I've been doing the last year and a half. And I finally was able to actually achieve the income goal I wanted to actually live the dream life of actually going to Bangkok, traveling to Pattaya, Koh Samui, Malaysia, Philippines, and now we're going to Sweden, then Miami. And that way I can actually fuel my dream life with the income that I'm getting. So that way I can work while I travel, and I don't have to really worry about money that much. I can just worry about the next yacht we're going on, or the next trip that we're going on, and how to book the plane tickets and all that hard stuff. It's very hard work. But if you guys are interested, I did put a Calendly link in the description. So if you are interested in actually getting into remote sales, you can book a call with me, and I can see if I can help you and assess your situation and see if you would even be a good fit for remote sales. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.